Hello, world, and welcome back. Amy Polak back here with another interview of another phenomenal female woman in business. This is Women's History Month, and I'm interviewing women in business. And so I have the privilege and the honor to introduce Ginny Ledwell to you guys. And I've had the opportunity and the privilege to get to know her over the last couple of months, and I wanted to share her with you. So, Jenny, please tell us who you are and what do you do?
Hi everyone, Jenny Ledwell, and I am a real estate broker in the Houston area, specializing in inner loop and just a bit outside the loop. I started my own brokerage about 3 years ago called Led Well Realty. I've been in the business now for 11 years. Before that, I was a school teacher, and I sell houses. So
Nice. What do you love about what you do? And this is, I'm throwing a curveball question in there, but how did you make that transition from being a teacher to then being a broker in real estate? How do you do that?
So there's a lot of educating when it comes to being a real estate broker. You know, the skills from running a classroom to running a real estate brokerage actually do transfer quite a bit. When you're teaching in a classroom, you have to deal with all different kinds of personalities of children. You can you have to motivate children who aren't good at certain things that you are trying to teach them. You have to be organized and actually run the classroom, and then take care of all the extra elements that aren't as fun, in terms of like the logistics and the bureaucratic things that come with teaching in public school. I taught in public school for 10 years. And so those things do transfer over. Most teachers, I would say 97% of teachers are do-gooders. They want to make the world a better place. Why would they have gone into educating if they didn't want to do that? And that also translates into residential real estate as well. I'm sure there's part of that in commercial, but residential real estate is fraught with emotions. It's fraught with different personalities. You've got your seller that wants the most money, the buyer that wants to pay the least. You've got the married couple that has the two children that, has no time and they're super stressed out. And the buyers, I mean, there's just so many emotions involved and personalities involved, from the seller to the buyer to the two agents to the title company to the lender to the appraiser. I mean, and dealing with all of the elements of that, staying organized, making sure you're meeting your deadlines, making sure that contractually you are in a good spot. So attention to detail is very important. And then dealing with all the personalities and the counseling and the educating to get everyone into the closing table. I mean, it's about as close to being a classroom teacher as you can imagine. I mean,
Wow.
it there's a lot to it. It's not just writing a contract and getting it to closing. You've got to keep everyone together, man.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah,
hard.
sounds like it. It's like it sounds like it. My goodness,
Yeah.
I've never heard it compared to being a teacher in a classroom. And so, wow, that's
Hmm.
I've learned something
Teachers make
different today.
great realtors. They do. And I always say, like, I teaching is very hard. And if I could teach a classroom of 25 second language learners how to do 2 by 2 digit math, I can sell a house.
Wow. So what do you love about real estate? What do you love about what you do now?
I do love helping people. I like the design aspect. What what Ginny Ledwell's team within Led Well Realty really um, excels in is listing homes, seeing the vision of the final product before you put the house on the market, and getting it ready to get it put on the market to make the highest amount of money for my sellers. And so our team actually goes in, and when we can and when sellers agree to it, we actually do the staging with sometimes we have to go in and actually hire a professional stager, but most of the time we can work with the client's furniture, and then we just make it look more current by pulling different paintings in, by pulling rugs in, by pulling accessories in, and then also the repairs part. So that is what we really, really succeed in. My niche market is the move up buyer. I represent a lot of people with small children whose children have basically destroyed the house. And we had to go in and we have to repaint everything and bring in new furniture that isn't beat up by the dogs and the kids, and then get it ready for the market. Most of these people, most of my clients are double income families, and so they don't have time to do those things. And so our team comes in and does it for them. From me, writing down all the things that need to be done to the house, down to the actual make ready, down to the staging. And so that's what we really succeed in. We
That's
really like to
incredible.
help people,
That's incredible.
get
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, what a sigh of relief. When you can say, you know what, here's my
Right.
home. Please list it, sell it, do whatever it needs to be done so we can continue to move and grow in our family. That's incredible. I think that is such a huge, valuable add-on, value added for those people that need that and for your clients. Very cool. Do you have a favorite client story that you'd like to share with us?
I mean, I just have so many favorite client stories. I'll just share the one. This was a make ready that we did a couple of years ago. It was one of our first ones. Came into a house, was up against a lot of other listing agents, walked in and saw like binders, like just stacked that had all the like top brokerages on the edges of them. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, and I knew who the agents were because I knew who they were because it was in my neighborhood. So, and I was like the fifth one to be interviewed. And I just saw the look of stress on the folks, like on the seller's face, and definitely the mom of three that was really going to have the lion's share of having to get the house ready and make sure that it's ready with three kids and all of the things. And I just remember her on the verge of tears, like, how are we going to do this? So stressed out. It was a cross country move. And I just remember looking at her, me on the verge of tears, like feeling for her and just saying, please just let us do it for you. We will do it for you. Like, I will have it ready for you in the next 3 weeks. Just let us come in and do it for you. And I was just like, look, you can trust us. Like, you can trust us to get it done. And I don't like saying you can trust us because that almost implies that you can't. But I was like, I promise you we can do it. And we did. And their house went under contract in 3 days at list price.
Wow.
We, and we have now subsequently done that about 35 times.
Wow.
And, we're good at it. I have the best general manager, ops manager that you could ask for. She is phenomenal. And our team works really well with our people. And so, being able to help in that aspect and not just walk in and say, okay, these are the things that you need to do. Call me when you're done and we'll list it for gobs of money, has been great. And it's like just exactly where I was put. I'm not the person that is super shiny and has the, Facebook glam account or whatever it's called. I'm in there sweating to get the house ready for my clients, whether it's 500,000 or 1.5 million. It doesn't matter.
Amazing.
So, yeah.
That's awesome. Wow, incredible. So Families, for those of you who are getting ready to move, you're moving to a bigger home, you're moving across country, you have a lot going on, even for stay-at-home moms, like stay-at-home moms have the hardest job in the entire world. And to try and get a house ready, packed, get the kids moved, do everything that you need to do, transfer schools, it's a lot. And so if you need to free up some of your time and want someone that you can trust to come in and do it for you so that you can focus on the more important things, reach out to Led Well Realty. Ginny, how can people get a hold of you? How can they find you?
We have a website, ledwellrealty.com. Our team is underneath there. I'm in there. And there's also, you can go to my website at jennyledwell.com and get all of my information as well.
Perfect.
Email, skywrite, text, Facebook message, whatever. I've got people watching everything.
Nice. Awesome. Fantastic. Jenny, thank you so much for your time and for agreeing to be on this short interview with me. I really appreciate you. And thank you for giving me the opportunity to highlight you here in Women's History Month as a female woman entrepreneur, business owner, broker, all of these things. I mean, you are just incredible. And I thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank y'all. Thank you.
Absolutely. Take care, guys, and go out there and make it a better than amazing day.
Awesome. Love it. Okay.